Whiskey Jason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something special. I'm doing a Glen Garioch Renaissance Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as the 15-year-old Cherry Cask Travel Retail Blind Challenge. Yay! So Glen Garioch was founded 1794, and if you don't know that, you can always just look at the cork of any bottle. The very first thing they put on there is the 1797. The second thing they put on the inside of the cork is 1797. And even on the bottle, you will see here 1797, fairly small, but it's there. All right, so what I have here is the first chapter. The first chapter came out in 2015 over here in Europe. 12,000 bottles, whiskey base number 55988, 51.9%. Over here in Europe, I paid 80 euros for this. Chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. This is 15-year-old, this is 16-year-old, so every year it's a year older. 51.4%. Whiskey base number 86820. This is 85 euros, so you lose 0.5% ABV and you pay 5 euros more for it. So let's see here, did I get lucky? Nope, it was 50-50. So chapter number 3 here is 50.08. Came out 2017 and is whiskey base 105091, and this also costs 85 euros, which is amazing for me. So they did not have a big increase in price at all. But then chapter number 4 came out in 2018. I didn't see it in 18. I barely saw it in 2019. And get the right bottle, Jason. And it's in my hand here. All right, 2000. This is now 15, 16, 17. This is 18-year-old. This is 50.2% IBV. Whiskey base number 129062, and this is 95 euros. So we have a little bit of a history of whiskey in the last couple of years. Yeah, 80 euros, 85, 85, 95. So this is the price development. I call it the inflation rate of whiskey at the moment. So first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter. Now you say, why is there a gap in the middle? The gap in the middle is for this big bad boy. This is the 15-year-old travel retail. This is at 53.9%, and Cherry Cask matured, and this came out also in 2015. So those are the bottles we have here that we're going to taste. Blind. I don't know what is where. Now I could have also shown you here the Glen Garioch Founders Reserve 1797. Here's the bottle. Now this is 48%, but it is still not in the same league. I did it in my German video, and it definitely tasted in a whole different way compared to everything else I have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nose them, put them in different order. Over here, number 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to nose them, put them in order, and then taste them and rank them, and then actually reveal that. So I myself, I don't know where what is. I have a piece of paper over here that's turned upside down that tells me what the results are, not in hand here from the numbers, but rather on the little labels at the bottom of the glasses. So number 1. Number 1 has a funky type of smell, a little bit of lactose acid, a little bit of like a milk acid. It's got some woodiness, it's got some alcohol in there, not great. Over here, number 2. Oh, I like 2. Number 2. It's chocolate. It's dark, rich strawberries and blackberries and raspberries mixed together with some cherries. This is going to go pretty far up front, I think. Number 3. Oh, number 3 is a lot more of a mocha moment. A little bit darker. A little bit more of a European oak. No, number 1's funky. Love the 2, though. Number 5. Oh, 5 is nice. 5 is smooth. 5 is rich. I like the 2 a little bit better. More fruitiness. Now, if you need to recalibrate your nose, smell yourself. It actually does help. Oh, yeah. And then you can continue on. I was just watching a live stream here from Mark Gillespie, Whiskey Cask. He had Rachel from Ben Riach, from Glen Garioch, and from Glen Garioch. And she was talking about having to do like 150 casks a day, just smelling, just nosing them and categorizing them. And then she'd move on to her normal daily work. And it's just like, wow, if I can do 5 in 25 some odd minutes, and she can do 150 before she has lunch, good job, lady, really. All right, so 2 still over here, and now number 3. Okay. Somehow I have the feeling my ranking wasn't perfect here. 2's better. I think 5 is better. 3, 5. One's funky. Okay, good. Got my order. All right, 1 is the bottom. Somehow I didn't like it. 5 after that. 4, 3, and then 2. Over here, you should actually have a list so you know what's what. So my numbers can either match or not match my opinions of first, second, third, fourth chapters and the 15-year-old sherry cask. So I'm going to start down here, work my way up, and see how they develop. All right, number 1. You can see what it is. I can't. It's bitter. A lot of oak, even almost European oak. I'm going to dare to say overaged. Not my cup of tea. Number 5. Much sweeter, but then there's an astringence, a dryness, and then it's actually a tiny bit creamy. Nice, but not good. Interesting. Number 4. Alcohol kicks in. Nah. Question. I'm going to switch these 2 around for the moment. I like the creaminess. I like the sweetness at the beginning, but that the dryness, the estrogens really threw me for a loop there. Yeah, battery died or was dying, so we have to continue on. Before I continue on, I'd like to do the thing I love doing. Cracker time. Cracker time. A big shout out on Chad and Sarah. They inspired me to do the Cracker Time the very first time about 3 years ago. Great channel. It's Bourbon Night. If you haven't seen them yet, go over there, watch them. they're magnificent, the two of them, the chemistry that they just are together, and they just play off each other, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. All right. Moving on. Number 3. Number 3 and number 2. A little bit hot. So how far down do I put it? These three are causing trouble at the moment. And the number 2. Chocolate. The fruitiness, the like a strawberry type of cherry mix. A little bit of alcohol supports it all. Very, very nice. I think the 2 really does belong there. I'm pretty sure the 1 belongs there. Now here, these 3 are a little bit of a conundrum for me at the moment. I'm going to have to separate them. Wait a second. So, the 4. Nice nose. The 3. Not as good as nose. And the number 5. Going to start with the 5 and work my way down to see which one's better. An A-B comparison now. I like. I don't like as much. A lot of wood, a lot of oak, and a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of alcohol there. Last but not least, the number 4. Will it move up a spot? I think so. Okay. The 4 moved up a spot, and now the question is, will it move up another spot? There's a good burn at the end, so I don't think so. The 5 will hopefully retain its position. Okay. Revelation time. Let's reveal what we have here. In 5th, and therefore in last place, we have the number 1, which is the... Oops, wrong side of the page. Which is the C, which is the 4th chapter. Ooh. So, is that the 4th chapter? 4th chapter loses. I said it was over-oaked, and it is, unfortunately. It's a shame. It's the most expensive. You don't need to go buy it. The play number 4th is B. B is the first one. Whoops, that's the 15-year-old. That is the chapter 1. Okay, interesting. Chapter 1 and chapter 4 both are not my favorites. So, moving on to place number 3. Bronze medal goes to the 15-year-old. Yay! Very, very good. Exactly in the middle where it belongs. That means the 2 and the 2nd and the 3rd chapter over here. Interesting. Very, very nice. Number 5 was the E, and the E is the 2nd chapter. So the 2nd chapter is the 16-year-old. which means the winner of the day is the third chapter, which is D, right? Yay! So, in my personal opinion, if you can find the second or the third chapter here of the Renaissance series from Glen Garioch, you're absolutely doing yourself a favor. If you can find the 15-year-old cherry cask, even those three were actually very, very nice. Now, the first chapter wasn't as good in my opinion. What was wrong with the first one? I wrote this down here. That is the 3. The 3 has here it's a little bit of a sharpness. It's a little bit too much of an alcohol. And what was really, really bad for me was which was the weakest of them all, was the 4th chapter. It was just too woody. Now, I know there are people out there that love the wood. They love it when the alcohol is overaged. I'm particularly not a great fan of it, apparently. I think the sweet spot was over here. And also for Glen Garioch, that's an interesting thing. What will they bring out in the future? They have a 12-year-old, and they have the travel retail at 15, and they have the Founders Reserve 1797. And the question is, will they have an 18-year-old? Will they have a 21-year-old? Will they have a 16 or 17-year-old? I don't know if they're experimenting. The history of the distillery was that they were founded 1779, as I said. 1968, there was a water shortage, so they found water on a farm next to that. 1970, Morrison and Bowman took over the distilleries Auchentoshan, Glen Garioch, and also Bowmore. 1994, Centauri bought them. They were closed down in 1995. Yay, what great place to do. And 1997, they were reopened. So this whiskey back then from 2015 basically was about 15 years old, right from the very beginning, from the 1997, 1998 juice, the distillation process, and it's been aging and maturing ever since. Now, they have one wash still, they have one spirit still, and they run about 700 would be max, and at the moment I think they're running 450,000 liters a year according to my whiskey malt book, which I think is the Bible for Scotch whiskey at the moment. So I'm very, very interested to see what's going on here. Beam Centauri, get your stuff together with your website. If you go to www.glengarioch.com, nothing's happened since 2018, which is a shame. And also with the design, as I showed in the packages, with 1, 2, 3, beautiful, 4, not. Doesn't match. Why? All right, thank you very much for watching. What is your favorite Glen Garioch? Please write it down in the comments. And also, if you want more of these challenges, I'll think about doing them and see what I can do. In my German channel, I do them almost every other Friday evening at the moment, blind challenges here, with about 25 people that are doing it with me simultaneously. Another couple hundred people watching while we do it, which is really, really kind of cool. But we'll see what happens. Thank you very much. All the best. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.